So I'm Ritu Verma. I'm one of the physicians at Children's Hospital, and I run the Celiac Center. I'm a pediatric gastroenterologist. I have been on the advisory board for the NFCA for several years. From a personal level, our son had been ill for quite some time, a few years, and was diagnosed with celiac disease almost 7 years ago. Even though we're two physicians in this family, I don't think we picked up for a long time. I mean, he had been ill for many years. Retrospectively, when we look at that, he had had constipation for a long time, and because he didn't eat well, we would always say, you know, it's because he doesn't eat well. He used to complain of joint pains, leg pains. He would always complain of leg pains, and you know, I remember Rajinder telling him it's growing pains, and him going to school and the teacher saying, you know, him complaining about leg pains and the teacher wanting to know what was being done, and he said, my parents said it's growing, my dad said it's growing pains. He's an ER physician, he knows what it is. We took him to the pediatricians. His growth percentiles had dropped. He was always a big child, but his growth percentiles dropped from the 95th to the 70th, and even the pediatrician was not concerned because he's still high up there, he's on the high percentiles. But it's basically at that time, a few years later, that it hit us that yes, there's something that needs to be done.
I feel a lot better than I did when I was 6 years old, when I was I couldn't like walk some days, but I think like right now what I did when I was diagnosed really helped me from the later stage of my life, like right now and even further.
One of the recommendation was that whole family should be tested. So we all, both of us and the kids, have the blood work done, and only Priyanka's celiac panel came back positive.
I didn't really have any symptoms or anything. I was like a little bit overweight, I was tall, I was whatever. There was like nothing that stood out to me at the time. Now looking back, I was like having headaches and things like that, but like it didn't really stand out as being something. And then I was diagnosed. When they went into the biopsy and even the blood work, there was definitely damage there. There was definitely something happening, even though it wasn't showing on the outside.
I think that since I was diagnosed, it really helped my sister. And when she was diagnosed, it helped both of us, because now we have someone we can talk about when we have problems, or we can both like share like, oh, this food is good, you should try it, or how do you feel when people say this? So we can work together to try to solve the problem that we are facing.
So even if you don't have any symptoms, you feel totally fine, it's better to get tested because you don't know what could come up later on, and it's better to know that you're like healthy on the inside regardless. I mean, it might seem weird, oh, there's nothing wrong with me, but there could actually be something wrong with you, and that it's better to not be in denial about the fact and just kind of do what you got to do. It's not that hard. Being gluten-free is not that bad anymore, so it's a lot more mainstream and easy, and you should just do it.